Good morning. This is Darius O'Kane with D&K Audio and Tech Solutions here in Mobile, Alabama. And I just wanted to take a couple of moments as I'm finishing up preparation for our morning stream for Christians United Church to go over our workflow and how we're using Evmux as our preferred software for streaming for our churches. It's something that we've had a lot of success with, and I'm happy to share this with other ministries and show them how they can work this into their streaming setup and really just simplify the flow of everything that's done. As we go through here, we have been able to do some automation and utilizing the new hotkey setups that is being done in Evmux to allow us to control our stream both with the stream deck that can be installed on your tablets or your cell phone. As we go into this, our first thing that we do normally with our stream is we start off with a thumbnail, which is the same information that we have displayed in YouTube and on Facebook that gives some information about our morning service. And we do the same thing when we stream our Wednesday night service, put an appropriate thumbnail on there that ties back to what's going on in service. The next thing that we have that comes up in our stream is actual transition over to a screen that shows announcements or any other information that we want to get out to the people as we're starting the stream. We do also incorporate a countdown timer and also some copyright free music so that we have something going on as the countdown is running and we're getting people informed and ready for our stream. So now that brings us over to the actual Evmux software, and we're here in the Evmux studio, and you can see that we do have scenes set up that go along with our actual flow of service. As I said, we start off with our intro and countdown timer. In the case of our church, we only have a single camera, so I have 3 scenes set up that has different zoom levels on that camera. We start off with the main camera that is a wide angle shot of the church. Then we can go to a medium shot of the church, and then ultimately a shot right at the podium so you can have a close-up of the speaker. What we have displayed over here on this screen in the studio is actually our shot where we show the scripture. So you can see here in the top left-hand corner, we have the actual scripture that is being projected from, I think we're using Presenter by Worship Tools. In the bottom right-hand corner, you actually have the live shot, video shot from the church itself so that you can see what's going on there as the scripture is being displayed on the screen. The bottom left-hand corner, we just have a kind of a scrolling, again, a video that plays to show some information that we want to send to the people as they're watching. One thing that we promote in our church is evangelism, Christian education, and mission. So we have those themes that are rotated and shown as the scripture is being shown as well. The screen also has a motion graphic in the background to break up the monotony. So that's another element that is included there. And then lastly, we do have our church logo that is displayed on the screen. So in our case, I'm actually broadcasting our service remotely. So I'm not, when we're doing this, I'm not physically at the church. I am broadcasting it from my home or wherever I am while I'm traveling. So the scene that you see here is what is actually on the church's computer. We bring the actual church in as a speaker. So over in the right-hand side, the video from the church, and it is a wide angle shot from the church, and it does not move. As I said before, I control the zoom levels on what is seen on the stream by changing the scenes in Evmux on my local setup. So at the church, they can also see what I'm displaying from my computer. Again, we're using Presenter by Worship Tools to display the scripture. So that can be seen by that end user or that speaker so that they can see what's going on. And over on the left hand side, they can also see what is actually going out live on the stream. As I said, we're using Presenter by Worship Extreme. I actually have that software running on another computer here locally at my house. And we're actually using NDI to be able to bring the feed from that computer into my actual streaming computer. So as we change the scriptures in Presenter, they also changes and updates on the screen that goes out for the viewers for the live stream. As I said, we have been able to integrate using the hotkeys. We've been able to integrate the Stream Deck and also Touch Portal. So here is a representation of what we have in the Stream Deck. So we have buttons here where we can go from a scene perspective. We can either go forward to the next screen or go back to the previous screen that we showed. We have the dynamic scene, which shows the thumbnail, as I referred to earlier. The next thing that we have would be the intro screen with the countdown. We have that intro screen with countdown set up so that once the countdown timer has elapsed, it would automatically switch over to the medium camera view. We would at that point show basically a choir shot of the sanctuary. From there, we could manually start to switch either from the full scene back to the medium, down to the pulpit scene, and any of the other subsequent scenes that we have on here. So the next thing I want to show you is that we also have the same setup for the Touch Portal. So I showed you the Stream Deck, but the Touch Portal, we set it up basically with the same setup, the same buttons that we have for the Stream Deck. But the beauty of the Touch Portal is that it's not tethered to your computer, so you can actually get up and move with that. It connects to your computer via Wi-Fi connection. So again, it can be installed on either your cell phone or your tablet. And there's even a version of it for iPads, so that once you set it up there, you can move around as you need to, either in my case in a remote setting, or if you're at the church, you still would have that flexibility to move around and still control the flow of service going out to your stream. So again, the shots that we have are the dynamic. We have the intro. We have the full, medium, and pulpit shots, the scripture, and then I have another pulpit shot where I can show the pulpit shot along with the pastor's name and his subject that he's speaking on and the actual scripture text. We have another shot there for discipleship. Whenever the call to discipleship goes forth, we can send messages out to our viewers and let them know how to contact the church if they desire to join the church, if they want prayer or whatever the case may be. The last thing that we have on here is the outro. And in my Touch Portal, I have it set up so that the outro will actually trigger a video presentation, much like the intro video that we have, but it's basically thanking people for watching the service and letting them know how that they can contact us. And of course, asking them to share and subscribe to our channel. that outro is set to play for about 30 seconds, and then by using the hotkeys integrated through Touch Portal, it will actually close out the streaming broadcast. So that's very handy, and it makes it easy for everything to flow the way that we want it to. One other thing that we have there on this Touch Portal is the Go Live Stream button, and that allows us at the beginning of the stream, once we're set up and ready to go, we just hit one button and it will go ahead and start the stream, and then make sure that we show the dynamic scene for about 10 seconds so that they see the thumbnail pertaining to this particular service, and then it automatically switches over to the intro with the countdown timer. So that really automates the beginning of our streaming setup and make sure that we have some consistency in how things are done. So I think before I did touch on what we have going on in our sermon scene, and that is one thing that it took a little thought and some ingenuity into how to put this together, but at the same time, it does show the flexibility that you have at your disposal in Evmux to be able to bring in multiple sources in here to actually get things done. So within this one scene, we actually have, I think, 3 different videos, 3 different MP4 files that's playing. One for the motion graphics that's playing in the background. And then we also have one coming in that has the information down in the bottom left-hand corner. We also have the live video coming in from the church, which is showing in the bottom right-hand corner. And then we're having a video source coming in from NDI. So in this one scene, it encapsulates a lot of the different functionality that you have in Evmux, and how you can be creative in how you get things set up and get things going. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll take a look at them and try to address them. And if anybody wants me to do a deeper dive into how we set up everything, I can do that. And once again, if you want to reach out to myself or Kyle Johnson at D&K Audio and Tech Solutions, we'll be happy to do what we can to get you up and running or help you improve your workflow for your live stream. So with that, I thank you for your time and have a great day.